guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 31. You ain't going nowhere. Check.
Watson on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down.
At the 32-yard line.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That's taken in by Duvernay. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Watson sacked.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
That's another.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing before 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Kill. It's a safety creep.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
The tackle
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 17. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Mike 50. Watch the curl.
To throw is Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Stephon Diggs. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
At the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Number 86 brings up 3rd down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Watson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
That's the end of the first
After
quarter.
1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans nothing.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Hey, Mike's 50.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's our field. Hey, it's our
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Good set. Good 19. Watch the run. All day, baby, all day. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, let's pin them. Where's 6? Full strength.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
50's the Mike. Check, 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 check.
Again, it's Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
44-yard line.
And incomplete. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
You got nothing.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They set up the screen for Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Ready? Mike 37.
Derrick Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, 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 check.
This is Henry. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
He's tackled at the
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
Out of the gun now on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
42-yard line.
On first down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it, and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
And 3 at the Titans' 35-yard line.
Get in the weight room. Mike's 50. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First down, Titans.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Go. Everyone, 30 seconds.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Everyone, 37's the Mike.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Lining up for the extra
You think
point.
you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Mike 8, and let's get
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Tennessee.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Ross Blacklock breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Third down. 3rd and 14.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
51's Mike. Mike 51.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
50, Mike's 50. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. 24. Hey, Mike's 50.
Now it's Watson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Number 5.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to hell and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Cougar 19.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Pick up on the play.
The Titans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll run with Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll run it again with Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And this is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And a throw right sideline is complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
On 1st and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to, it's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30. Six yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's get it.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Ridiculous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already.
It's our time. It's our time. Switch. Shift.
Watson now to throw. Rolling to his right. He can run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1.
Well, that's a group that's well aware of what's going on the scoreboard right now. Excellent work by them to push them back. That defense, they want to make sure the worst they come out of this with is a field goal and a tie game.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, line up. Watch the ship. Out.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check my 50. Let's go. Kill, kill. Alert. Kill, kill.
Watson. Rolling to his left. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Kaimi Fairbairn lining up.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
37's the mic. Mic 37. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
He's back to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. So now let's look at this situation with no timeouts remaining. The offense should be able to just run the clock out.
I know that's what it says on my time management chart up here. And I know a lot of teams are hiring a time management coach who's going to sit in the box, talk to the head coach. And in this situation, if you do anything but take a knee in victory formation, then you're not playing the game right. This game should be over. Take the knee, hold on to the ball.
By the way, so impressive that you do have a time management chart up here.
Listen, you know I can't count. So I need it in a big way, and we can't hire anyone to help us out. So hopefully I'm reading it correctly.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Today's final score.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, You get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Houston, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.